Stadium in Nashville. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, the Memphis Tigers have had success with their coaching hires over the last few cycles, and now we're able to see if Charles Huff can keep that momentum going. Memphis has a great young option now. We'll see if he's able to sustain that consistency and keep Memphis in the conversation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's Cover Jr. right on top of him. The Tigers offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Sends it back in motion. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The run inside. It's Hayden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is in the air. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Louisville's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you've got to get him on the ground. You've got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the 2nd level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now he's looking to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's in open space downfield. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Memphis picking up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Looking for a gap. It's Hayden. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Again, it's Brown. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. Maybe increase. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Cardinals just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Brown. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville.
Now, after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Makes the catch. Crosses the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Powers through the defender. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running inside, it's Hayden. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
From the red zone, it's Hayden. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Cardinals sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. And down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Wisconsin, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Crosses the 30. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
On first down, it's Brown again. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They kick it away on fourth down. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back.
Got a little grass. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Fires deep on the run. Soft spot in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, two wide out to either side.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Brown running left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Nolan. He'll get rid of it. Complete in the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Running the red zone. It's Hayden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback keep. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the fourth quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. He was really beating himself up over that interception. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Give to Brown. Finding some room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. The run inside. It's Hayden. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Memphis wants to move quickly. Trying to impose their will with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now Memphis uses its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Brown again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll move the tight end. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Oh, they're after him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And they're able to get him down.
And he even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards and now comes up with a massive...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Looking to throw, it's Milwin. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you get into the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Under fire. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a